Hello, and welcome to this New England beer tasting. So, today from Lone Pine Brewing Company, I have Raspberry Sparkler. American Sour comes in at 3.8% ABV, I think. 4.8% ABV is what it actually states. So 4.8% ABV. Now, Lone Pine is out of Portland, Maine and Gorham, Maine. But this on the back does say that it's brewed at Dorchester Brewing Company's Boston, Mass. For Lone Pine Brewing Company. So I guess this one, maybe because it's a sour, they didn't want to do a sour. I don't know what Lone Pine does with sours, but never had one from them before. My first time having this beer. It does say Raspberry Sparkler is an American sour ale with raspberries added, unfiltered, unpasteurized, because all good things are wild and free. So yes, and there also might be live yeast at the bottom. It also states on the can, but that's the can art there. It's very 4th of July summer-like, and this is 1 month old at the time of this recording. So let's go ahead and open this up now so I can enjoy it. Oh, it's like a rosé champagne type color. Fairly large head forming on this thing. Very tight pink bubbled head. Yeah, the color of the brew itself is, it looks darker on camera. It's not that red. It's kind of this rosé pinkish, very clear. It's kind of got horrible lighting. Always happens, but hopefully we can see through that. Yeah, it's a nice color. Nice looking beer. Being a sour, it's probably going to break down that head. It is starting to form some larger bubbles. But let's go in for the aromas. I do pick up on like a sour bread type tartness. Some raspberry notes definitely coming through. Yeah, it smells like a raspberry Berliner Weiss. So let's go ahead in for the first swig, and cheers. All right, so when I first took my swig, this started off going towards a nice sour. Started making my tongue kind of do that little thing that sours can do sometimes. Not quite spitting, but starting to kind of get in there. And then I swallowed, and it's all washed away. There's like, it's like I just had some raspberry water or something. Yeah, so the sourness does not last in this one, apparently. Yeah, kind of has the flavor of like a raspberry ginger ale. It's pretty much, it's just a very light raspberry note. It's not super raspberry tart. And it keeps doing the same thing. And if I hold it in my mouth, it's got that tart kind of. It's a little more tart or sour than like most Berliner Weiss styles. This doesn't say it's a Berliner Weiss style. It says it's an American sour. But then the thing is, once the beer is no longer in my mouth, I'm left with a very faint, like raspberry flavor. With like, there's just, it's not a sour that's gonna keep you puckering. It's weird. Body on it, it's less than medium. It's kind of going into that lighter body. Does leave a little bit of a dryness in the mouth, but not too dry. Um, it does kind of have a watery consistency, like say it just kind of washes everything away after drinking it. Carbonation seems about medium. Hmm. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this through my inspection. All right, I am back with my numbers. The appearance on, I gave it a full 6 out of 6. Um, the aromas, I could pick up that like kind of sour bread note first, which I liked. So the malt was great. Can't complain about the hops. It's not like there's some hops in there. It's not cloyingly sweet. It's balanced out that way, so that's fine as well. But the other on this one being like the raspberry note, it's pretty dialed down. So my overall for the aroma, I gave a 7 out of 10. The flavors, so I wish there was more sourness to this. It was seemed like it was going to go that way, and then it just didn't. I guess it is kind of like a sparkler where they're very quick. You light them up and boom, they're out before you know it. But anyways, yeah, more sour is needed. A lingering sourness, just more overall. This is just it's okay. When I'm drinking it, but then it's the after, like everything after is just like you're left with almost nothing. Um, so yeah, balance between the sourness, the malts and raspberries and all that. I think it needed a bit more. So and overall, the aftertaste was, like I said, there's pretty much you left with nothing. A very faint raspberry. So flavors, 13 out of 19. The body on it said it's kind of on the light side. Kind of leaves you a little dry, but it is almost like a watery consistency afterwards, where everything's just flushed away. So I think like it just needs to have a lasting effect, and it needs more sourness. But the body overall, I think, was like a 4 out of 5. Just a little more dryness, I think, in that little lighter, but less watery. My overall impression on this one, I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. Um, for Lone Pine's Raspberry Sparkler American Sour, gets a BuMpY score of 36 out of 50. It still ends us at a very good beer. It's not one I'm super impressed with. Like if I'm gonna have a sour, I want it to be more sour. So cheers, guys. Thanks for watching.